I watch what you put out on X. You got 32 million followers, so you're one of the most followed people.
See, wait. Now look right now. You're not gonna take inches off my dick, bro. Like, how many followers do I have?
Or how many is it?
I think you could do the study. You got a whole staff over there.
I thought it was 32 million. How many is it? You obviously know.
I mean, no. I mean, don't help them out. You know they.
I'm told it's 33 million now. So congratulations. You're slightly bigger following than I thought.
No, congratulations. Your information is correct. You're not just some, dude trying to sub. I'm a gift, bro. You know what I mean? Why do all you people in media act like you haven't played my songs at your weddings or graduations or at funerals or when your child was born? You take somebody that's living like a Lennon, a Michael Jackson, and you just take all this time to just like that nuance right there. It's idiotic. It just shows the hate that you put out for people that put love. There's so much love in the art that I put out.
What are you talking about? I haven't said anything.
What are you talking about? It's dirty. Okay, now you're not taking accountability or responsibility.
You said it. You implied I haven't played your music. Of course I played your music.
No, sir. This is what you get for now. We can circle back when you can count.
Okay.
This man literally said you're not going to take inches off of my package. Excuse me? When is Kanye West not Kanye Westin and doing what Kanye West does, right? So let's jump into it. Let's dissect and talk about it, right? So basically, he's in the interview and the interview said, hey, look, you have, so and so amount of followers on X. And he's like, no, I don't. I actually have more. And is it wrong? Let's jump into it. Is it wrong for him to say, hey, I actually have more fans? I think it's never wrong to correct this person or fact check the person or tell someone, hey, your information is not correct. Like, let's get it correct. It's just the way you do go about it. But I don't think you can really expect professionalism or not niceness, but you can't really expect certain things from Kanye West, right? Because he is who he is, and he's always been stuck in his ways in a kind of a way. So you can't really expect more from him. So this is to be expected from Kanye West. And I think the way he addressed it was a little bit comical, right? But in addition to that, even when the interviewer does get it correct, right, he still felt slighted. Now, I do think that this is something that is on Kanye's chest, like I think Kanye West is processing something or dealing with something as it relates to his image, as it relates to the way that people see him, feeling as though he may not be getting the acknowledgement that he should be getting as a living legend, because a person who doesn't feel like a person who is walking around regular exactly and don't feel slighted by someone else's remarks would be a healthy person, right? But someone who, not saying that Kanye West isn't healthy, but his processing, right? You could tell that there is some hurt there, I should say, as it relates to someone like someone making a mistake and him feeling undermined by this mistake that the person has made, right? Feeling as though people aren't giving him his props. And even when he starts to jump into, like, you guys play my songs at the weddings, you guys play my songs at your funerals, you guys play my songs, but then when you sit with me, you act as if I'm not larger than life. I am not who you guys listen to. And I think in a way, Kanye is larger than life, right? He does have amazing songs. He is influential. I just feel like don't let it get to your head so much so that you are slighted by a miscalculation of a number, right? Now, in all honesty, when you are sitting with a Kanye West, should you have that information correct, right? From a journalistic standpoint, should you have that information correct? Yes. But do journalists make mistakes? That too. So I do think that there is room for mistakes, but there's also room for being a journalist and respecting who, and I think that's where Kanye was leading to in a little bit of a way, but respecting the person or the living legend that you have in front of you, and trying to make sure that you do get it right. There is a part of journalism when you're like, look, I have to get this right because I have this amazing person in front of me, right? And I think that's what Kanye was kind of expecting from the interview. So he ended up walking off. I mean, we're not new to Kanye West walking out of an interview. You piss him off, Kanye's out. Like that's me in a little bit of a way. Like you tick me off, I'm out. You do something that I don't like, it's lights out because I'm gone, right? So I can understand, that if you don't feel respected in the interview, you don't feel like the person put the time and energy in to even get the number count correct for, someone who is, like I mentioned earlier, living legend, then you know what, maybe I'm not as valued. So you know what, let me walk out until you can get your number straight. So, I mean, can it come across as egotistical? Absolutely. But when you are someone who is legendary, can you perhaps have a higher standard, right? So I'm kind of like on the fence about this. Like, is it an ego problem with Kanye, or is it just an expectation that you need to set for yourself so that people don't play with you in the future? What do you guys think?